Hey, Jasper. Hey, Jasper. Everyone meet Jasper. And as much as I wanted to talk Dad into a longer coat, I said if I do a little bit longer, leave this coat a little longer. Unfortunately, the pet owners, I said, you have to come in 2 months. Is that possible? And the pet owner said, no, I really want to keep the 3-month schedule. So they come in every 3 months. So he said, just please take it all off. So as much as we want to leave some cute stuff, and if they don't want to come in but every like 3 months, then you have to do, in my opinion, the cut that's going to match that. So this is 3 months grow out from a shave down. Now, let me just double check one thing real quick. Let me just grab his file. Yeah, sometimes in the deep summer, we can get away with doing a 10 all over. I got you those nails pretty long, huh? Are those nails long? Yeah. So his nails are, at 2 months, he probably needs to come in for a nail trim, but they stretch it to 3 months. They have 2 animals, so maybe it's all of it. The budget, the time, they have kids. So every 3 months is their routine, and this is pretty much for years. The other day we groomed his partner in crime, and she's also a Maltese. So let's go ahead and get started. Woo, thanks for the donation. Woohoo, thank you. So we can get away sometimes with a 10 all over, okay? Just keep that in mind. So we're not in the deep summer right now. It's not 100 degrees, not yet. It's still up and down 50s, 30s, 80s, 50s, 30s, 80s temperature-wise. So he said, Dee Dee, you know, with Millie Ann the other day, if you guys caught that, raise your hand. With Millie Ann, she's kind of a mean Maltese, but she did pretty good the other day. Moves around quite a bit. They're always like opposite of each other. So with Millie Ann, we did do a shortcut. Actually 7 blade, I believe. So we're going to do the same thing on him today. Although I love my Andis 5-speed, I want you all that are watching that are contemplating to get a 5-speed or a 2-speed. I've been using my 2-speed to show you that a 2-speed will do the work needed on any dog, okay? So some of y'all are not sure which clipper to get, so you can get the 5-speed if you want a little bit lighter clipper. That I love the lighter clipper. I've been using that for many years now, but the 2-speed will do the job, okay? It's just a little heavier, but if you're doing it at home or you're starting out your career, you may not know yet. For me, I'm going to tell you, if you're starting a career in this, you should just get the best of the best, which is the 5-speed. You can shop at myfavoritegroomer.com, and I appreciate all your support no matter what you do. If you learn from me and shop from me, I really appreciate you, and I hope I show you that in the gifts I give you when you order. All right, well, let's get to it. We're going to do a 7 blade. I've got my Andis 2-speed. Again, you can get things that I'm using or check the description of the video, myfavoritegroomer.com. We're going to do a 7 blade body. You know what, though? I had already looked at his toes. His toes are in really, really bad shape. They're really, 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 really long. So if you can see here, they're really, 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 really long. So I'm going to go ahead and do his nail trim so that his... You know what? I can't fix what's been happening for 2 months or a month and a half. But now that he's on my table, I can fix his stance here. So you can see it's totally hitting the table and curling here. And I know that because I already saw him. Okay? So I'm going to go ahead and just tap out a nail trim real quick so that it's easier for him here. But what you see here you're not seeing what's been going on for 2 months anyway, right? So if you're not going to do a nail trim, no offense, but another couple hours, if you don't do the nail trim first, don't beat yourself up. But I'm taking a notice and I'm going to go ahead and knock out the nails. pet parent, if you're watching now, I know he's actually doing some work. I would suggest, which you know, you can only suggest, just like you can't fix somebody and you can't help them fix themselves. You can give tips and tricks, like, hey, lose some weight, right? You're gonna tell me to lose weight? Like, you lose weight. And we all, humans are like, we're not animals at all. We don't like to be told what to do, even though we know we need to do it, right? But if I said, hey, I would really like to see you here in about a month and a half, or every 6 to 8 weeks for nail trims only, I can say that over and over and over. I've been grooming this gentleman and his family's dogs for years. Does it mean they're gonna do it? No, it doesn't. But when a nail starts to curl, you see how these are curling sideways? I've been doing nails so long and doing nails only for so long that when they start to curl sideways, I can tell you right now, if you don't know this is food for thought, they will not go back. It's like once they curl this way, you can't make them curl that way. You can't even make them curl back upward. Once they start curling, it's over. They'll always curl. That's because the weight of the body has been walking on those nails to create the curl or the pressure down. You can't take it back. Just like when you're heavy and you walk on your feet are going to have its own style and look underneath the soles of your feet, your tippy toes, your pinky toe, because of your size if you're walking on your feet, right? So you lose the weight. Do you think your feet change? No, they don't. Your feet don't change. Your feet will then be permanently the way that they are because you've been doing it for 15 years or 9 years or 4 years or 6 years. I don't care what you weigh. I just hope you last long enough that we can meet. If you don't want to lose weight, don't lose weight. If you want to lose weight, then lose weight. If you want something enough, you will do it, right? Okay. So for this guy, I can't fix his nails except for I can trim them because he's here and he's on my table. You know what I'm saying? You worried about that? Hold on. I got your balance here. Come here. I know. Come here. Let me have your paw. You gotta stand up though. Let me have it. Hold on, buddy. Let me double check that dew claw. Okay, there's not one there. We did this one. Let me double check. Okay, good. We did those. Hold on, buddy. Doing good. All right, cool. Go up here. I don't have a helper today. I got to turn the air down. Give me a second. What's up, TikTok? Love y'all. What's up, YouTube? Love y'all too. Y'all donators, contributors, you sending some stuff for me. I appreciate you. Yeah, appreciate you. Have a day. So we did a nail trim. I feel a little better. My heart feels a little better. When you don't do a nail trim for like 3 months, I'm sorry, you don't like me touching your paw here. At least you're not mean. See, they're still like they're right at the vein now. Are they long? Yeah, I think they're kind of long. So what would you do? If it were me, the next time you have a dental cleaning or have to go into surgery, you know, that random weird day where you're like, oh my gosh, what did you eat? You go to surgery, I would have the veterinarian while he's under do a custom show cut nail trim. What does that mean? That means they're going to literally take half off the nail no matter what, no matter where the vein's at. But that's done under surgery. I'm not going to do my dog's nails under like sedation every 2 months. I'm just not going to do that. But if my dogs go in for a surgery of any kind, I do have them do that. It takes them right back, and then I just stay on top of them. That would be the only time I would recommend sedation with a nail trim. It's like your dog's in there for a dental, your dog's having emergency surgery, your dog's in there under sedation. Okay? I only want my animals to go through sedation probably 3 or 4 times in their lifetime. I personally do not want to go under any knife or needle or sedation through my life unless I have to. So sedation, in my opinion, you're going under surgery. You may not come out of that. Okay? All right, so let's do, again, remember, we're doing a 7 all over because I said, hey, it's winter, you know, I can leave it a little longer and do some cute stuff. And I said, but if I do that, I need you to come back in 2 months, not 3. The answer was, no, Dee Dee, do what our normal thing is. We're doing every 3 months. We have 2 dogs. That's good for us. Budget-wise, timing, everything. So that's what we're doing. We're doing what the client wants, but also what the cut will be best for this situation for their family. Just like when you make decisions for yours, you're going to make decisions for you and your dog and your budget and your family, okay? So I know some of y'all don't like the fact that I shave dogs down. I really don't care. You're not the client. I love what I do, and we try to do some stuff that sometimes it doesn't work out. They don't want to do it. You can't make people do what you want them to do. That's why you get your own dogs, right? All right, so 7 blade all over. I just want to make sure you knew why we were doing that. I'm using my 2-speed, which I could be using my 5-speed, so it could go faster because the motor runs faster, but hey, I want you to know this 2-speed, which is even more affordable than the 5-speed, it will do the job. We're running a 7 blade here, because you can change out the blades on these clippers. Now, no offense, I really want to help you, but if you don't buy your equipment with me, then you need to call the people you bought the equipment with. If yours is not working, malfunctioning, yeah, there's some tips I can give you, but I don't even know what you bought. I don't care where you bought it. I just don't know what it is. I don't even know if it's a knockoff, if where you bought it, they changed out the motor to something else that was super cheap. So be realistic. When you buy something at xyz.com, then make sure that that's who you call. And if you want some great customer service, then buy it from me. Because I will pick up the phone or call you back and talk to you about what you bought and make sure you know what you're doing and stuff. If you don't, I can't really, you know what I'm saying? You can't go to this store and then expect someone else to answer the questions for you on that. Like, I don't know why that's not working. I have no idea what you bought. Like, even though it says a 2-speed isn't, there's so many knockoffs with everything. Your purses, your shoes, your watches. There are knockoffs on clippers, okay? So if you want something cheap, you're going to buy it cheap and replace it in a year, or you may not even have what you thought you got, honestly. And the way I see it, like it costs money to pick up the phone and talk to someone for an hour or 2 hours trying to troubleshoot their equipment. That's why when it comes to computers, you have to pay for that, right? You have to pay for that Geek Squad to call. So I get a lot of calls on other people's equipment, and if you don't shop with me, I don't even know what it is. And if you shop with me, I know for a fact where you got it. You got it from Andis or you got it from Wall, you know? It's not a knockoff, and it's not going to just be trash. I don't know about you guys, but don't you hate it when you buy something somewhere and they don't pick up the phone? Yeah. We may ask you to leave a voicemail, because I mean there's only one person standing here, that's me and you, and the dog. We may ask you to leave a voicemail, but you'll get a call back. You know? Someone's going to shop with me, I'm going to definitely call you and talk to you. Because I value you. I value your purchase. What's up, TikTok, YouTube, Instagram? How you guys doing today? How's everybody doing today? Make sure if you want to see more, you hit the follow button. How many of you out there groomers versus pet owner? How many of you guys out there are actually groomers versus the pet owner? And like, what state are you in too? Like, are you running into where it's freezing cold and snowing, or what you got out there? Is it freezing cold and snowing and you want that hair to be long so that when they run in the snow, it doesn't freeze on their pads? Or are you like here in Texas where the grass is like broken up into like just dirt and debris? And so you also don't want this hair too long because they just track it all inside. Where are you at and what are you doing with it? You want to see this one? Good boy. Jasper's one of the kindest dogs I groom. He actually doesn't fit the profile of all the dogs I groom. Aggressive, senior, disabled. Nowhere else to go. I mean, he is a champ for everything. You know what I mean? Hi, baby. I'm going to have you look up here, okay? I'm going to put there you go, my finger there. Hold on, baby. Hold on. Everyone say, hold on. Yes, use your grandma voice. Say, hold on. Have fun with it. Everyone out loud say, hold on. Hold on, Jasper. Yeah, right now I probably could say my blade needs some oil, but I'm not going to do it right now because if I put oil on the blade now, it's going to make all the hair stick even worse in my blade, okay? You don't want that while you're grooming. Don't oil your blade while you're grooming. Oil it later. At the end of the day. If you're going to come and trim here when you're done, you can finish out here just 10 blade. You don't have to do the 7 blade all the way. Because when you get down to the bony parts of an animal, the 7 blade is not going to get everywhere, right? Depending on how long or short you're leaving it. So here you can go 7 and then finish with a 10 blade if you want, and then there'll be less trimming here. Some of you guys don't know how to use the scissors and you're scared to use the scissors, I get it. You can totally do that, okay? 7 and then 10, you won't even notice. Depends on what you want. If you're going to take all this off anyway, you can do that. When I started grooming, when I started grooming on my own, when I started my business, I was working at the Federal Aviation Administration. I was also Air Force Reserves once a month, 1 weekend a month, 2 weeks a year. And then I would groom on the weekends and in the evenings. So can you imagine? I was working 3 jobs, right? I'm going to change out my 7 blade even though that's not that bad, but I'm going to move into my 10 blade and show you what I just said. So when I first started working on my own business, myfavoritegroomer.com, what I noticed was I had to really value my time. Why? Because I worked 6 a.m. to 2 p.m., and then I would go home and feed my dogs and do whatnot, and then I would be back to work my own business, My Favorite Groomer, grooming in the evenings. So I would do 3 or 4 dogs per day, and then I would work on the weekends. Grooming on the weekends, and then 1 weekend a month I would be in the reserves, and 2 weeks a year I would be in the reserves, right? That's 2 full-on weeks, right? You know what I'm saying? So what ended up happening was I decided, not only did I already work at PetSmart and I already had worked at the veterinarian clinics, I recognized that I didn't want to have 10, 15 dogs there at the same time. I wanted to do one dog at a time because I didn't like the fact that everywhere I worked, they wanted you to bring 15 dogs in, book them all in at 7 a.m. and then slowly groom them all during the day. So the first dog that got there would be there all day possibly. I did not like that. So what I recognize is the value of someone's time. So the client here is waiting for his dog to be groomed, but he's doing some work in his car. He's a realtor like me. Like I said, I've never had just one job. So I'm taking my 10 blade, okay? We're gonna go down the feet. Like I just told you, if you don't want a scissor, you can do the 10 blade, finish it with the 10 blade. You know what I'm saying? If you don't want a scissor here, you don't have to if you're a beginner or you're wanting to start doing your dog by yourself. So I'm gonna scissor later, but I'm gonna just have to scissor a little bit. So the value of time is what I'm getting at. If you can imagine, I was already working 2 jobs, right? And they're kind of full-time jobs. And I decided, so I'm going to take my 10 blade and come down just the feet. So see how much it took off there versus what the 7 took off? Right? Quite a bit. So then if you want to come back, we're going to come back later. His pads are really thick and long. We're going to come back later and do the pads so we can really see what we actually need to scissor. And that scissor is just a really quick swipe. Done. Yeah, I know I'm chit-chatting with you guys, and you're probably like, hurry up and get to the point, but the whole point of this is that I'm live grooming for you. So if I just got to the point, it wouldn't be fun for you. So I'm going to teach you some things while I work, you know, and still kind of work on the animal. Remember, 10 blade right here, just boom, boom, just something, boom, boom. This is just to help you guys who don't know how to really use scissors, or to save some time. I missed this leg back here, so I'm going to have to change right back out to my 7, which is fine, and do the leg on the 7. Notice he is sitting down a lot. That's okay, but you can, if you have the dog upstand, you can put it there. But when I come in and I'm working with his feet and stuff, I still have to like get up under his foot, so I haven't slid it under there. Look at all this static. It's stuck to me. And I'm telling you, I got this freaking humidifier. It's like a beast. It's not helping me. Oh well. It's winter. That's what it lets us know the static is here. Look at the static on my hand, man. This hair really wants to be connected to me. Water. See, look, it all comes off. Just give it some moisture, okay? Spray yourself, man. I'm telling you, spray yourself, okay? Spray the dog a little bit. Spray the table. We did this right before we started airing, but I'm going to be real with you. It must dry up pretty fast. Okay, back to my story, though. So I would groom in the evenings. I would do 3 or 4 dogs a night, and then I would do like 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 dogs on Saturday and Sunday, just depending on how busy it was. We're going to do the armpits with our 10 blade. So when you're doing that many dogs and you're doing them in the evenings after your first job or on the weekends all day, you have to value your time. So when I started grooming, I decided I was going to do 1-hour grooming. So for the very first 15 years of my grooming business, I would be known as 1-hour groomer. And maybe even 20, like, no, I'm going into 19 years now, so that's not fair to say. But 16, 17, 18, I'm still 1-hour groomer. But with so much social media platforms that I'm on, like, I slow it up because we're teaching you now. We're having fun with it. We're live, that kind of thing. Now it's a show, you know, now it's part of a show that we do. So you want to be able to do the dog in an hour, right? And so over the years, I would fine tune like everything that I would do Why I would do it meant that I was doing it because I needed to save time. And I would try to analyze it and actually do it. Okay, one time I just, a few times. You test your limit. Like, if I bathe you and then do the haircut, did it save me time? The answer was no. Because I still had to blow dry the dog's hair that I wasn't even going to keep. So many people over the years would email me and text me and tell me what crap system I had, right? But who cares? Because if it's working for you and your business and what you do, are they working the 3 jobs? No, you are. Have they been doing your drip? No, it's you. You have to decide how it needs to be done. And if you're really good at it, like, you can analyze the time like I did and go, you need to sit back and figure out where you're losing time. If I'm going to do 5 dogs in 5 hours, I honestly, in their own private appointments, then you need to know, right? Sit back and really analyze your time and figure out, this could go with anything you're doing, school, studying, sports. If you don't know how to administer your time properly, you're going to lose it, and the client's going to be there, and the next client's there, and everyone's waiting for you, and you can't even get it done fast enough, But that's why you'll see some of the things I do is because of that. Why are you doing the haircut first? Because of that. Why are you doing the nail trim first? Because of that. Like, you haven't been here for 19 years. I have. And there's so many things you don't know about somebody, you can't assume either. If you weren't there, can't assume you weren't there, you didn't know. It's okay if you didn't know, but ignorance is bliss. What does that mean? Ignorance is bliss. Like, if you don't know and you think you know and you want to share with people like you act like you know, but you weren't there, then you're ignorant and you believe it. You believe that. All right, so when we get this clean, it will look different, and then we'll do one more. We're gonna do this is what I call it, rough in. We're roughing him in for the bath, and then we're gonna rough him out to leave the salon. So we're going to rough him in, get all this hair off that we don't need. Okay, saves the dry time a lot. It saves the dry time 20 minutes easy, depending even on the dryer you own, okay? And then let's do, hi Jasper. You're such a good boy. You're such a good boy. Yeah. Oh, your tail's matted though. What are we gonna do with your tail? It is matted to the gill. Should we take it off? Let me see if I cut through it a little bit. Let me see what's up. Yeah, I know you don't like it. I'm gonna take it off. I'm gonna take it off with the 7 blade. Now see, this is a perfect place, so now I gotta work with this tail. I can get the dog up, stand out. Come buddy. There. We'll get that tear. Do that. Slant it down. Matted from the skin, here, this area. The skin, not the very long part. See, this is okay, right? It's here where it's at the skin. This was at the tip of the tail right here. This piece right here was the tip of the tail. Look how matted that is there. And they're already sensitive on the tail because, in my opinion, all the nerves end in the tail. So that's why I don't know, I haven't gone to school for it, but when you mess with a dog's tail, that's why they get so feisty. What if that's the truth? All the nerves in the body end in the tail. Well, if that's the case, that makes sense. Why every dog and cat always hate it when you mess with their tail. So Matting the tail is actually something just you might want to hate doing that. It's not even worth it here. Okay, we'll just take it. It's all matted to the deal here. Now, if you don't know your client well enough, stop and call and let them know before you shave it off. Okay. What do I mean? Like, if it's really matted, I know the owner will be like, yeah, I know, we're not brushing it at all, just take it off, Dee Dee. But if you've got a new client, don't just shave the tail off. It's always best to be like, hey, that's how you build your trust. And then that's also how you learn your client. So if your client, you never call and ask, can I shave the tail? And you don't know what their response would be. And then they show up and they're like, what the heck, you shaved my dog's tail, right? Well, I needed to, it was really matted. I'll show it to you. Look at this, it was really matted. But sometimes there'll be like a relationship and they want to have choices. So call them and give them the choice. They don't pick up to say, I'm not going to bathe your dog until you call me back. Okay, put the dog in the kennel and then you move on to your next dog. The first few times that you have a client, probably do that. And then you're going to read your client, right? You're going to get to know that person and you're going to be like, this lady is really finicky. She doesn't want you to do anything. Do this, fix that, do that. And if you have a client like that, then you should always call if you have to do something. I'm doing a 4-guard reverse because I know we're going to do a short head, but this will definitely keep it short but safe in the beginning. So I can go reverse and get all the hair off first and kind of see what we're working with. If there's any new matting from the 3 months I haven't seen them, you know. Remember, all this hair took 3 months to get here. Yeah, you don't need that anymore, Jasper. You're right. I'll move it. We're done with that, baby. So remember, I said, hey, I could do some cute stuff, but if I do, you have to come back in 2 months. Can you come back in 2 months? Nah. We just want to come back in 3, Dee Dee. Okay, well, then that means we'll just do the same thing. Yeah, let's just do the same thing. Okay, great, perfect. The only people getting upset about doing the same thing is someone who doesn't even own the dog, right? It's like you sit back and you're like, I told you I can leave it longer, but you need to come in 2 months. No, you better leave it longer. No, leave it longer. Even if he doesn't come back in 2 months, leave it longer. Like, no, it's not your dog yet. I'm going to do a skit on that. I'm going to do a skit on that. Can you imagine how funny that skit would be? Oh, yeah. That would be funny. Let me get that right there. Jasper, look up. Man, you're looking skinny now. I wish I could do that. Just give me a haircut, make me look skinny. I wish it was that easy. Let's see this. Man, I'm looking big. I better go get a haircut. Right? I know you're laughing. Please tell me you're laughing. Those of y'all donating, I appreciate you. I really appreciate you. Alrighty. This is a 4-guard reverse, okay? I'm using the Andis 4-guard. There's a bunch of Andis stuff, you know, like human stuff. Human versus dog, you might not even have the right stuff. Bear with me here. Bear with me. Bear with me. Okay, hold on. Let me see. Let me see. All right, we're gonna disregard now. I think that's short enough. You know what I mean? Like it's short, summer cut, this and that. For 3 months, it'll probably be looking exactly the same as it did with the hair when it came in. Yep, like that hair just walked right up in here. When that hair came in, it's gonna be like exactly about that. So we're gonna check our heat on the tin blade we were using, which for the face, we want a cool blade, so let's switch it out. You know, I'm not watching the screen. I do see some donations. I really appreciate you. Thank you, members. Appreciate you being members. I appreciate all y'all watching. Make sure you tap that screen, hit the like button. All those things just help me be seen by other people like you. And that always helps your content creators. And it's been a minute, so I'll just say everything I'm using you can get at myfavoritegroomer.com, where I will call you back if you need customer service and you have questions. I'll even email you back. And if you want a friend, I'll be a friend to you just like I would like you to be my friend too. So bring it, you know? So we're going to come in, we're going to let him rest his jaw right here, okay? And you want to hold the skull bone. You want to try to stay away from the esophagus. Even though we do have a groom loop on there, if he tried to jump, at least it would be like boom, I could grab him. Otherwise, he would just literally drop to the floor. But you want to do this, and I like to hold the bone here around the cheek bone when you're moving the head, not the esophagus, okay? We're going to come in and chisel all this out with your 10 blade. All this nasty eye booger leakage and stuff like that. Hi, Jasper. Like this stuff is colored black and tarry, like Atari. Anyways, it's real dark and that's just, yeah, let's get that off. Hold on. Everyone say, hold on. Hold on. Down on the nose. You can do your inverted V there. Look this way. Look this way. Ooh, that was a chunky monkey right there. Up. We're going to go back and forth here. Hold on, watch your eyeball. Watch your eyeball, baby. Watch your eyeball. There we go. Back and forth to kind of go with the hair, without the hair. Just get all that discoloration hair out of the way. I'm going to do reverse so that hair goes right into my clipper easier. All that stuff going inside of his teeth. Keep an eye on your heat. Down here. We did a 7, but if you do it lightly, you could probably catch up some of this stuff that's just too long right there. Some dogs, you can get all that hair out of their mouth. We'll reverse against it. There we go. You better move your tongue. Move your tongue, my friend. Move your tongue. I don't want to cut your tongue on accident. Nice and clean, like, you know, like your beard is nice and clean. Now, sometimes the dog's not going to let you do all that with the clipper, and that's why you get your scissors out. But be quite frank, the scissors are a bit more dangerous. So I like to show you with clippers most of the time, everything we're doing. So you know you have some options, but if you can't do something, that's why you get a blender, or the look could be different if you're using a blender or a thinner shear like that. But if he licks the blade on a scissor, the dog will cut his tongue, like done deal. Done dealio, okay? So if he licks the scissor, if he licks my clipper, I might be able to get away with it a little bit. But if he licks the scissor, it's over, okay? All right, so one of the things we're gonna wrap up here, and mind you, this is the rough in, and then we still have to do the rough out. So we're gonna brush all this up. The stuff that my 10 blade didn't get. Oh, actually, remember I told you we were going to do the pads first? Because I can't tell what's, look at all these pads, they're super hairy. So once we get that off, then we'll brush up and trim and da-da-da-da. If you also have, he's a Maltese, and most Malteses, I mean, he may not be full blood, but we don't have a DNA test to be exact. So you can't assume. Remember, don't assume. Don't ever assume people or dogs or anything in life. Don't assume. If you want facts, get it straight from the horse's mouth. What does that mean? Right there, ask the person. Don't be assuming anything. Don't talk anything about if you don't know the truth. And we really, honestly, even the news don't even tell us the truth. So, gosh, who are you going to ask? Ask the person. Hey, are you cheating on me? Ask the person. And they might be lying. So ask the person what you need to know. Hey, Dee Dee, when did you start grooming? Oh, 2003. Oh, why would she lie to me? Hopefully not. But people lie all day long, don't they? But at least don't do hearsay. Don't assume that we know why, right? Oh, your nails are long. Wow, your parent was in the hospital for 6 months? Well, yeah, I get it. But did you know that? No. You're just mad the dog's nails were long. So you're like, oh, mistreatment. Well, hold on a minute. If it's mistreatment, he wouldn't even be here for a group. Well, I'm not talking about him anyway. Right, Jasper? All right, I'm going to come in here and trim the ears, I think. And you're just looking around. So he does, his sister, his family sister, household sister. I don't believe it's not a blood sister. So his sister, Millyanne, she's wild. She's mean and wild. And so if you are working with a dog that's mean and wild and jumping around, even though she kisses me, I mean, sometimes, people be doing that too. They're jumping wild and having parties, and then they want to come back and kiss you and act like they love you. But they were disappeared for so long, You're like, where have you been, man? Anyway, if Millyanne is doing all that, you might not do scissors around the mouth unless you can control it or you have a lot of practice. We're talking lots of practice, okay? You might just use clippers, and if you can't get it, guess what? You might not just be able to get all that up in the mouth, just because it's dangerous. And it's okay if you're a groomer that you explain that. Hey, it's really dangerous. I mean, all that stuff in her mouth, I really want to get it off, but she's moving around too much. I'd rather skip it because I don't want an injury to happen, okay? So a lot of you have maybe not watched me before, but I usually talk, and say everything, but I'm not saying everything now. But right now, like I'm trimming around the ears, the leather, which is the meat of the ear, that's what we call it, right? This is the leather of the ear, the meat. Hold that and hold it to the tip here so that when you're trimming, the only thing that you can trim is hair. Unless you fold the ear and it gets in your way and it gets in your scissor line. Okay, don't let that happen, all right? I've seen a lot, that's one of the major injuries I've seen from other groomers coming in, the dog coming in from traumatic injury. The dog won't let anyone touch it anymore. That's one of them, is the ear's been cut off. That's at least 2 or 3 grooms that I've been aware of that's happened somewhere else, and then I've worked with that dog afterwards. So I want you to try not to cut the ear off, okay? That also includes, by the way, a pet owner doing it. With a clipper, by the way. With a clipper. That's how sharp a clipper is. So hold that meat in the ear, hold the meat of the ear so you can come in closer if you need to, but slowly. You don't just whack off an ear, okay? No, I'm not joking. It really happens. And what's sad is that we're talking about this because this is what I'm doing right now, but I'm sure mistakes like that happen across the board in every single industry. Welding, auto mechanic, the guy, the car fell on his leg, it chopped it off. I mean, like a lot of that has happened in every industry, okay, not just grooming. So you have to be careful, follow your safety guidelines. There's OSHA for a reason. If you don't know what OSHA is, Google OSHA. And if you work for big companies, OSHA usually comes and does an inspection and kind of makes sure you stay on track with what you're doing safety-wise, right? So consider that in everything you personally do. Okay, what's the safety standard here, you know? All right, we're gonna shave the pads. I'm gonna use my Blvd, which is kind of dying on me, even though I just charged it. You can use your Dog Up stand here, or maybe even the Dog Up Plus, which is a softer version of a assistant. You can do that. You can get these products at dogupstand.com. I invented them, and I also have them manufactured in the USA. So you're supporting a veteran-owned business, and you're also supporting Made in America, which are jobs in America. Put your butt there. And need it over here. Here, put you here. Put you there. Hold on. Hold on. Everyone say, hold on. Hold on. You're stretching? Don't stretch. You're okay. Let me see this foot. Let me see. Let me see. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. We won't use that now for the front feet because I got access underneath here. Good dog. Good Jasper. Good Jasper. Good Jasper. Good boy. Good boy. Thank you. Look at all that hair. That's so much hair. It's so much hair. I don't know, it's so much hair. I don't know how come it has to grow there. Can I see this one? Thank you. Alrighty. Oh yeah, baby. Oh yeah, we got all that off. Now let's get our shaper brush, yep. And our 8.5 scissor, my favorite groomer, that's my favorite one. Let me see here. Just some stuff sticking out, so we'll just take that. We still have to do an after. I like to brush it up because again, we're gonna have it short. So brush up this stuff, even come in here with your 2 fingers there like that. That was a little matted, so I'm going to go in right inside there. They're still static, so some of this is, you know, like you kind of want to take it, but you don't because it is staticky. And with these dogs, all dogs, you want to be careful. Every knuckle is different, so when you come in, you want to slide that hair up. When you come to trim, you want to be careful not to catch the knuckle. touching your tail. No, no. Good boy. Good boy. He's got this little hook on his tail like a curly Q. Oh yeah, it's so cute. Can you stand for a moment like a little pig, you know? So cute. How many of you guys have experienced, you know, when your dog or your cat or your animal or your pig and they wrap their tail around you? Oh my gosh. You know, like snake, you know, just like the snake feeling. I know, like the snake is one huge big tail. But they'll wrap their tail around you when they're snuggling and you're like, I know you're holding me with every part of your body. Isn't that so lovable when they do that? They just love you so much. You got a mat in there, but since I'm right-handed, it doesn't work well, so I have to come in this way. Come in this way, bring it forward to you, lift up here, bring it in like that, okay? And you can only do that if the dog's not gonna bite you, okay? Because then they don't like certain things that you're doing. So you may or may not be able to do that depending on the dog. All right, we're gonna come revisit everything after the bath. Let's go ahead and just get to the bath, okay? He doesn't like it. Let me see. If you don't like it maybe because your teeth? Let me look at your teeth. Now, the teeth are not that bad, at least not there. That's not bad at all. It's not bad at all. Very good. Very, very, very good dog. It's a very good dog. Everyone's saying, yeah? You're such a good boy. You are such a good boy. We have to bathe you now. We have to bathe you. Your ears are so crazy though. I don't know, should I muzzle you for the ear hair pulling? Yes, I have to. I mean, this is not going to be fun. We'll do this first. Yeah, I know, he's not showing signs of biting, but if you had to pull this much ear hair out, you might be upset, okay? You might be upset too. There's quite a bit here. Hold on, Jasper. Hold on. Let me see first. I have to see what we're working with first. I'm only going to do a little bit at a time. Let me see, buddy. Let me see. Let me see. I'm sorry. Let me see. I'm sorry. Get your ear powder in. That gives you grip, okay? That gives you grip. I'm not even doing anything yet. So you don't have to look, but you need to know where you're pulling. So let me see. Just do a little bit. I fish a boo boo. I fish a boo boo. I fish a boo boo. I know. Who did it? Who did it? I'm so sorry. I have to take it out. I have to take it out. Oh, this hair. Yes, I do. I have to take it out. I know, that's why I have to take it out. It's just accumulating. It's really thick and bushy in there. You know, like an old man's ear. It's so bushy, you need to have it shaved out. You know, when you're walking in the store and you see the guy has all these hairs sticking out of his ear and you just want to help him out. But you realize he's like 80 years old and you cannot change the man. If he wants to have the ear hair, he probably doesn't even know he has all that in his ear. All this stuff in your ear. Let me see. I'm only pulling what is necessary. Okay, only pulling what is necessary. Static. I have to look or I won't know what to pull. Okay, great. That's it. We're done with that one. Don't get your fingers too wet or we won't be able to get the other one. Okay, the rest of this stuff is on the outside. So we can shave it or trim it. Get that out. Let me look. Let me look and see. Don't pull the stuff on the outside. That's not necessary. What's really necessary is what's on the inside of the ear. And the ear powder is not a numbing agent. I repeat, it's not a numbing agent. It is only to give you grip in a greasy ear. Okay, understood. I hope so. That's quite a bit. think that's all. I think that's all we really need. Just a tiny bit more. Just tiny wee bit more. Tiny wee bit more, my friend. Let me look and just see, please. Gosh, that static is just like folding forward. I quit. Water. Come on, Jasper, we can do this. Move this staticky hair. Just a tiny bit more, tiny. There we go. There we go. There we go. We are looking clean and empty. Yes, we are. See, just tiny bit. We can clean your ears in the bath. Oh, I'm gonna take this off now. You did good. You did good for that, but it's not fun. This is not fun. Okay, let me get him to the bath and come and get you guys. Come with me. Okay, I'm going to need something here. I'll be right back. I'm going to move you here. Okay, let's go. Oh, that's not frozen, I don't think. Okay, just a moment here. I gotta fix that. Just a moment, my bad. Woo! You guys gonna go flying over there. That's fine. Okie dokie. Alright. Now, alright, TikTok here. Here we go. Let me position you guys here. And customer service has been MIA. Okay, I think that's good enough. You guys are running out of life, YouTube. We're running out of life on YouTube over here. So I got to plug you guys in. All right, great. Now we're gonna bathe him together. Here we go. No, he didn't. He didn't even budge for the ear cleaning, but without a muzzle, you just never know. It's just a quick whip back. If you've been doing it a long time, sometimes it's just a sudden whip back, you know? And you just don't want to get bit over something just so simple. So you have to take precautions. Okay, let me come over here. Let me get it warmed up. Let me get it warmed up, Jasper. Watch your bum. Okay, we're warming up the water. Remove the gloves now. You have that and that. He's so cute. He's so cute. You're so cute, Jasper. He's so cute, Jasper. Yeah, the ear infections. Can you imagine, Kenny? Curly cute tail. Oh, is that your curly cute tail? Yes, I know. Yes, I know. I did some kisses. Did you try to give me some kisses? Now we're going to use our Rainforest shampoo. There's no bubble action. Just simple Rainforest shampoo at myfavoritegroomer.com. Smells so delightful. So delightful. It's my favorite. No bubbles, yeah? No bubbles. Can I turn you around? Really get the bum. Really get up in there. If you don't want to get up in there, you get a towel, okay? I'm going to add my conditioner here. The smell is going to last really long time when you can do the shampoo, the conditioner, and the little spritz of cologne. The smell will carry for a while. A couple weeks. Yeah, no joke. A couple weeks. We have them on sale, the combo, the trio, like that. If you have a big dog, I recommend the gallons so that you can save money. If you have a husky, you're going to go through the gallons in a year, you know. If you have 5 dogs, you're going to go through the gallons in a year, you know. We're going to do the head last. Really have to get them to stand up to get under here and make sure everything's rinsed good. Or they'll itch later. They'll itch until there's a hot spot. So you want to make sure your rinsing is really, really good. Alright, let me get my nozzle cover. Yeah, this will be softer on the face. We make these in Florida. I actually have one on my kitchen faucet because it sprays everywhere. It goes everywhere. It freaking flies and gets me wet every time. It's really disappointing. Like, you buy a nice faucet, you know, and that sucker's like backfiring on you. The water's spraying everywhere. I have one on my faucet at home. It's perfect. All right, let's get our tearless shampoo. This on the tier list, even if you have big dogs, I say it's only for the face. You can get the small bottle, it's like 16 ounce. You don't have to get the gallon unless, say, you're a groomer. And then you just refill your bottle, you know? So we do that, and then also I want to do a little bit of that rainforest here on the back of the head so that when I kiss my dog, you know, I can smell it. Maybe here on the cheeks a little bit. Just not right where the eyes are. Let me see. And then I want to rinse that part of the soap back first. Look up. You know what I mean? Now that soap's gone, you can go down. 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 Really wash the booger area. The boogers. We want to wash the booger area. Down on the ears. Right here. Get the groom loop area real good. Very good. Very good. Are you going to shake? Do you want to shake now? Shake. Shake, Jasper. I'm going to pull the cotton ball apart and get the ear cleaner on it. You're shivering. I'm sorry. Sorry. Is it because you just got wet? Is it because you're just wet? Of course, everyone shivers when they're wet. Well, maybe not everyone. My doodles do not shiver, man. They're like, give me more. My doodles love it because they're such hot animals. Their temperatures are so hot all the time. This must be the hair. Not bad. Not bad at all. But because of his ears, I'm going to flush them on the house. I'm going to flush them. This is my flushing fluid, and I'm using it as my ear cleaner. I'll flush it. Okay? You're really not going to shake yet? Man, I got to do all these things to get you to shake. I'm just kidding. But usually they would have shook by now. And they don't want to shake yet. Not yet. I see. Okay. Come here. Blow dry. Mute your phones and devices if it's too loud. And we're almost on the final. Okay, we're almost on the final. Thank you so much for following. Thank you so much for being here, YouTube and TikTok. I appreciate you guys. Have a great day. Have a great week. And we will see you soon. Thanks for your love, donations, likes. Hit the like button. Subscribe, follow. Woo-woo. Make sure you mute. Thank you, Kirato66. Woo, thanks for the roses. Make sure you subscribe, like, and share so that you can see it again. And let's go to blow dry. When we go to blow dry, it is going to be a little loud. Lower your phone devices. Lower your volume. Here we go. Thanks for the flowers and roses and the likes. Woohoo! Hit those likes and subs on YouTube. Let's do this. Let's do a blow dry. Yeah. Let's get a blow dryer. Let's just blow dry you. Why is it the blow dry you? Why are you gonna blow dry you? Okay. Is this tight here? What is it doing? Here we go. Here we go. Let's towel dry you first. Let's towel dry you first. Hi, Jasper. Hi, Jasper. I see. Look up. Look up this way. good. You're so good. Hey. The more you get off, the less you have to blow dry. The more you get off now, the less you have to blow dry. Look up. Look up. Look up for me. Okay, shall we? Let me take this off. Okay. Eyewear, use your eyewear. And it's going to be loud. Remember, mute. Here we go. Me and you. I'll pick you up. I'll pick you up. I'll pick you up. Oh, I'm sorry. See some hearts. send it out at the door. Give me a second. See some parts. What the heck? Sorry. 1 second. Let me make sure you guys are good here. Good there. Great. Okay, pet parent is in the lobby now. Nice. Let me fix you guys here. Bear with me, you too. Thank you so much for your donations, your love, support, and your likes. Let's finish out our groom. Come, Jasper. Good boy. Up. Here. Gloves so you don't get splinters. And sometimes you don't touch some really gross stuff on accident, but you never know. But definitely gloves so you don't get splinters.
Are you shivering? Did you just get a bath? Did you just get a bath? Yeah?
We want to finalize everything we did, so we're going to cover everything over again with a 7 real quick now, okay? Real quick, like. You got a hair right there? go up, 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 up. Good boy. Up, 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 up. Hi. Hi, Jasper. Oh, that fine hair floating in the air. Wear a face mask. Protect your lungs. Protect what's going in your body. We'll do 10 back here. That's hiding. And then we'll come back, try that. Still got that 7 blade on. You go up. Up, 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 up. Up, up, up. Come up. Up, 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 up. All done. All done. All done. There we go. May I? Thank you. You know, it wouldn't hurt. This is a really great time to start taking mental note of the lumps coming up on his body. Because as he gets older, they'll actually be different. They might change different. Here, 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 here. So I can look back at this, Dee Dee. There's definitely one here. Like right in here somewhere, right there on your finger. As they start to change, they may turn into where when you touch it, they actually bleed. So here, here, oh, there it is, right there. Yep, right there it is. Here, here, back here, Dee Dee. They're coming in a lot of places, so mental note, write that down. So that you can be more careful as you groom him over the years, as time continues to go by. All right, let's go to 10 blade now and finalize some areas here. Okay. You see, down here, this is shab. I'm gonna put my thumb right in there so it's not too loud and chisel all that stuff that didn't need to be pulled because it's on the outside. Can't get that with my thumb in the way. This pole is in the way. Yo tomate. Real careful in there. There's some skin flaps in there. If you don't know where to put your fingers, be careful. When he's sitting like that, you can see some stuff here. Take it gently. All right, get your ear shears. These are those straight ones, right? And I'm going to just trim in there. Just a tiny bit there, and then double check the ears here. I like to come, sometimes you want a point, you can do a point. You want to do like I do, you can do it rounded. I like the rounded, depending on the dog I'm grooming. It's between you and the owner. You're the artist. The owner's the owner. If you guys can like what you're doing, then great. That's what counts. Here in this area, the hair is growing back and forward, growing up and growing down. This arm who designed this in the way is just ridiculousness. Don't move. Don't move when I'm in that area. Let me see. Let me see. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. Thank you very much, Jasper. Very good. Very, very, very good. You're doing so good. You are doing so good, Jasper. Look at these fine hairs. Can you see them? They're so fine. Potentially they could be in your nose and in your lungs. Ooh. Double checking one thing and then we are finished and good to go. Final recap on the 4-guard 10 blade on the head. Reverse, jawbone, Blvd, there's a dot there. So I can re-watch this and go back and mark his file because there's a lot. I want to make sure I start paying attention to those. It's going to be very important for his health as we get older. so I can do my best when he comes in. Isn't it crazy the amount of hair that he had on when he came in, right? And what will be 3 months from now will be the same. That's a lot of hair growth. Let me see. I swipe, 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 swipe. It's a pretty boy. It's a pretty boy. Yeah. Thank you everybody for watching and being a part of our social media live streams today. I really appreciate you. We will see you on the next live stream. Make sure you follow, like, subscribe so that you get notifications for them. But I really had a blast. I hope you did too. Please be sure to check us out at myfavoritegroomer.com. And again, thanks so much for being here. I really appreciate you. I could not do it without you. Good boy. Good boy. Jasper. Good boy. You ready? Daddy's out there. Daddy's watching right now. Thank you. Daddy's watching right now. Thank you for the hearts. Love you guys. Daddy's watching right now. Thank you, everybody. Thanks for the donations. Love you guys. See you next time.